Hey, Clay Washburn, Ainsley here. I'm here to talk to you today about the Center for Business and Entrepreneurship. So why don't we start with you telling me a little bit about yourself and what you've been up to since you graduated from CPA.
Thanks, Ainsley. So I graduated from CPA in 2017, and then I transitioned over to Emory University in Atlanta. So I'm part of the basketball team there, and I kind of went into school not really knowing what to do, and I figured out through kind of what I became interested in as far as my classes, that I ended up going to the business school, and I am actually majoring in accounting and finance and currently working in investment banking.
So what interests you about this field and what made you decide you wanted to do it?
I have always been kind of interested in small business. I'm not a guy, so I've had multiple internships throughout my college kind of career. And one of which was with Bridgestone Americas here in Nashville. And that's like a big, huge company, global company. And that kind of took away from that I don't really like the idea of going to work for a huge company and kind of climbing the ladders there over a long period of time. I've always been interested in small business, and that kind of transitioned me into working for with a smaller banking firm here in Nashville that kind of works with smaller companies, and that's something that I've been interested in, and that's kind of geared towards the classes that I take and relationships that I've built.
What has surprised you most about what you've been studying or internships that you've had?
What surprised me probably was like how great the CPA network is. CPA has actually helped me get pretty much all the jobs that I've gotten, which kind of like you think that you go to college and like it's going to be like a college, like your professors are going to kind of help you. But pretty much every opportunity that I've had has come from CPA, which is whether that's from like other parents or like even coaches at CPA, they kind of help you out, and you wouldn't really think that. You don't get that a lot of places, but all of those like connections surprised me is because I've always wanted to be in Nashville working, and CPA is a great network for that.
What would you say has been your most challenging experience and what made it so challenging?
So I worked in investment banking this summer. For people who don't know necessarily what that is, it's basically helping companies buy and sell other companies. Like whenever you think of like a Wall Street company, it's investment banking, but I'm not like that, but I'm on the kind of a lower level of like a Wall Street firm, but they basically just help companies buy and sell other companies or like raise money. And that's kind of a hard thing to learn remotely. And that's what I had to do this summer, because I was fortunate enough to still have a job this summer, but it's hard to learn like by yourself sitting in your room, like what the ins and outs of this industry is without being able to talk to people. Kind of just shows you the importance of being around people and having good relationships, because I didn't really know many people in the company and they were all pretty busy, and so I was just trying to learn things on my own, which was pretty tough.
And on the flip side, what has been your most rewarding or joyous experience you've had?
That probably relates to basketball, honestly. I dedicate so much time every week. It's sort of like a job at the college level, but it's so rewarding getting to work out with all your best friends in college and playing games. We get to go all over the country. But the past 2 years, we won our conference tournament, we don't have a tournament, but conference championship. So that's probably been the most rewarding, because we just put an extreme amount of time all day, every day to kind of work towards that.
Could you tell me how your faith has intersected with your time in college or as you prepare to enter into the workforce?
Emory is a place, like a lot of colleges, where you're going to be kind of thrown from a loop where you're from, like with the people you're around. I would say close to half of my professors are atheists. The people in my hall, they just come from everywhere. Like I think my freshman hall, there is 23 different countries represented, I think 50 people. So it's just a place where you're going to be in the minority wherever you are as far as what you believe. So the biggest thing is just focusing on yourself and trying to learn what you can from other people and other perspectives, but don't let that take away from what you really believe in.
And finally, do you have any words of wisdom for a CPA student who is looking to follow in your footsteps and pursue a career like yours someday?
If you're interested in investment banking, obviously you could reach out to me if you wanted, but I would just to try to find what you really want to do. I thought of it as kind of looking at what you do in your free time and what you're interested in your free time. I mean, there's a million different things you can study at school, and I think it's hard to know at first what you really want to do. But once you kind of understand what you do in your free time and the time that you put into learning about different things, that kind of should tell you that you're actually interested in that. And let's say you're interested in health and fitness, maybe nutrition or human health is a great major for you. So it's just kind of what you put your time into is something, the best way I've found that to find what you're really interested in.
Well, thank you so much for Zooming with me today, Clay, and for being a part of the Center for Business and Entrepreneurship. Have a great day.